You know, really, I was thinking about this. You know, I'm listening to Richard Voles. I'll get his last name right after a while. The one that talks about everything. Well, I like talking about everything, and he was saying how much he loves cash. Cash is never going away. I love cash. It's the only way to fly. Cash. Everybody wants cash. Don't let the government tell you this stupid stuff about, you're going digital and whatever, and all this stuff where people are meeting, want to control the world. They're not controlling me. I'm my own person. I don't want to be told what to do. I'm not taking any hits on my freedom. I'm going to have my gun. I'm going to have my bullets. I'm going to have my flag. I'm going to have whatever I want. I have my motor car. No, I'm not buying an electric car. There's no need. 3/4 of the world are starving. They're not doing anything about global warming. They just want something to eat in the next 10 hours. That's all they're worried about. China is full of non-nutrition. It doesn't have any food. You gotta hit reality. See, what I always thought was that you got any kind of gun you wanted, you did anything you wanted, lots of public fishing, lots of public hunting, everybody was to enjoy themselves, cheap beer and whatever, and then you had this freedom, and then if there was a war, you went and died for the freedom if need be. Who's gonna fight a war now? For what freedom? All the governments in the world want to take freedom away. The Prime Minister of England is a dictator. They've been dictators for quite a while. They just decide for you. They never ask you if you want to be invaded by foreign people. Of course they didn't. They never asked me. Very interesting. This is and my big question is, of course, we'll go back to the old days with Mrs. Wilberforce. You remember Mrs. Wilberforce in the great Peter Sellers movie, and where they would rob the bank and dig a tunnel under her house and going through the bank, and then they pretended to be a band. Well, let me ask you a question. Mrs. Wilberforce, she's an old lady, and she goes up and down the street, and 10 thugs bother her every day. And she goes and sees the police and say, these 10 thugs are bothering me, and they won't leave me alone, and I have to give them some of my money to get by and whatever else. And the police say, well, we're going to talk to them. They haven't done any crime yet. In my freedom world, I'd be giving her a .22 pistol. And when they pulled their knives out and demanded money, she'd start shooting them. I mean, yes, that's the way to have responsibility. Actually, she shouldn't have gone that far, because the police and the military should be doing that job. Why aren't the police and the military around the world getting rid of crime and having hard labor camps, like in the 30s with Cool Hand Luke? Really amazing. You can't defend yourself. They want to take away all your rights. They want to tell you how to live. The people in Oxford aren't going to put up with having the road closed. That's not going to go anywhere. That's another dictatorship idea and a money grab. Where's all the money go? Some of it goes in someone's back pocket, for sure. It doesn't go in the general kitty and used for people that are working. They in England and in America, they spend a lot of money on giving it away in welfare, you know. Anyway, very interesting discussion. Enjoy Richard and all the others. Enjoy Nigel, the politician on English TV. And I'll say goodbye. Bye-bye.